Hey everyone, how's it going? Dablooon here, and today's another BTD6 video. Today is going to be finally 100 deflation. I've been requested a few times, and with the help of Basho Chalupa, known as Chewy in my Discord, I'm finally able to post a video on it. Now, quick disclaimer, this is all his strategy. I came up with none of it, and he's simply letting me use it because he does not make YouTube videos himself or doesn't do it regularly, so he allowed me to make a video on it. So with his help, we're going to help others with this map if you have not beaten it. 100 deflation is an achievement, so you'll get a cool little, right here, look at beat round 100 in deflation mode. As you can see, I got to 99, I died on 100. So we're going to beat that. We're going to get our own little achievement for it. It's going to be really cool. So with monkey knowledge though, you're going to need it near maxed. So I've been maxed out everything except for powers. Do your best to see if you don't have enough points, like your lower level or whatever. Do your best to judge what you're going to need. After watching this video, you'll see that we're not going to use any Moab Maulers and pretty much no military. I don't think any military. So we don't need a Mega Mauler. So don't get that one if you haven't gotten it yet. Just max out the ones that are going to help with what we're doing. And that's pretty much all there is to it. And then so don't mind the hair, the clothes either. I'm a little dirty. I've just gotten up. Well, not just gotten up, but I've been streaming all morning with the Discord and people on Twitch. And it's been such an amazing experience. It's so cool. I had KJ in there, I had Monica in there, Chalupa was in there, or Chewy, and then Ace was in there too. We're all just having a good time, and it was really cool because there's a lot better players than me out there, especially in my Discord, and it's really cool to have everyone help out with strategies or give their advice or their coolest things that they've done. And Chewy is just crazy and has done way too many crazy things in this game. So with his help, we're going to do this. And as you guys know, there's really not many videos on 100 deflation. And if they are, they've been patched. So this is really cool that he's able to just hand this off like this and say, hey, I'm really good. Let me give you a strategy. So we're going to do it, and hopefully it'll help everybody. And if it does, please, please, please join the Discord and give him a shout out and say thank you, because none of it would be without him. So go on there and let him know. Just give him big thanks. And also just in the Discord in general, like if you have any questions about any other Bloons things, everyone's really helpful in there. So feel free to jump in and ask questions. The moderators are all really awesome. It's just a really cool experience. So, okay, I may have done that a little wrong as far as getting the best. But what we're doing here, if you haven't heard of this or seen this, what we're doing is we're using 3 monkey commerce because they're stackable. And so now, like when we go to put down our alchemist up here, you'll see that he has 3 things above his head, right? And that's making his things 3 times, it's 3 times cheaper, not 3 times cheaper, but it makes it cheaper by 3. I think it's like 5 or 10%. So when we get this one, it's going to be a lot cheaper for the first 3 tiers than normal. And you're going to go to 402 on him. And that's pretty much how this strategy works, because you only have 20 grand. So this is very important to make. This little tower strat is very, very, very crucial. So now you're going to drop Gwen as far to the right as you can and as far bottom as you can. That's probably a good spot right there. And then we're going to throw another alchemist in right here. Right about, I like it right here. My spot. Okay. Put him on strong and go 1, 2, 3. And that's all you're going to do there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to throw a druid, but we're going to throw him all the way to the right, as close as we can to this tower, and as up as we can. So right there, and you can see that he has 3 as well. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2. And his Heart of Vengeance is gonna be quite helpful as well, because we're gonna purposely eat some lives in the beginning so he can ramp up his speed. Because if with that particular ability, not ability, but that particular upgrade, he gets his speed upgrade from lives lost up to 100. So, and then put this one as far left as you can, as far up as you can, and go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then we're gonna throw a ice monkey right here, wherever he'll fit for you guys. And then you're gonna go 1, 1, 2, and he's gonna be a cool ice monkey. He's ready to chill, and he's gonna help us out. We can only get 2 out of this one, unfortunately, but it's fine. 2 stacks, I meant. So we're gonna go 1, 1, 2. He's ready to chill as well. So we got a cool monkey team over here. We're gonna sell this guy in the middle. We're going to buy a monkey village right here. And so what's really hard about the strategy is, I mean, there is some micro, and micro is where you have to like interfere with the game. You have to change your stuff to strong, medium, not strong or medium. You have to put your guy on strong, or like for instance, you'll have to change her to strong or first or last, whatever it may be, right? And so there's a little bit of that in this. Not too much actually. It's only in the 90 round, so it won't be too big of a deal. But what is hard about this one and what makes it difficult is level 100, because it's all about timing, and it's gonna be pretty nerve-wracking to say the least. So we're gonna put this guy also right here, put him like right about there, so that way he can hit both. You can see he has 4 areas to hit, so 1, 2, 3 areas to hit. And now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna play the game. That simple, guys. Make sure she's on first, he's on strong for the majority or all of it, and he's on first too, and just do your thing. And the next thing we're gonna do is we're only gonna use one ability up until like level 80. Then we won't use any abilities until level 80. But what we're gonna do is the first time we see some camos, as you know, we have no camo protection right now. And that's how we're gonna easily eat some lives. And I wanna throw down a Molotov cocktail because I wanna have like, so throw it down like right about now. Oh, that was a waste. But what I'm doing here is I'm negating some of the lives I'm gonna lose. So what's going to happen on 38 is these white camos are going to come through and they're going to eat some of our lives. But if you just let them eat all the lives and don't pop any of the ones I just popped, you'll end up with like 20, 30 lives left, which is fine, but I just like to have better numbers. So what we're going to do is we're going to have about like 80 something left, hopefully. And that'll just feel better when we have the 25 mana shield, because then we'll be over 100 lives and I'll feel good. So that's what we're going to do. And then, so we really can sell this. We don't need it now. And we got all this, so now all we're going to buy is 1700, and we're just going to leave the rest. Oh, actually, we can do this too, because he'll actually get us some pops. That's kind of cool. Put him on strong. Doesn't hurt anything, right? It's free. And the reason why we're going to keep the rest of the money and not spend it is because we're going to have to sell. We're going to sell all these 2 ice guys, the chillin' ice guys, and this guy around 98. So for 99, we're going to sell all them, get a glue gunner. And then we're going to sell everything and then get a first strike capability for level 100. And the fact that Chewy came up with any of this stuff is just insane to me. Like, I mean, I've worked on some hard maps. Like, my first hard map was like Chimps on Haunted, and that took me a while. And it was, you know, trial and error. And then I got to half cash on Spillway, and that was just a pain, guys. I wouldn't recommend that for anybody. I doubt if any of you who even watched that video even were able to emulate it. It was just way too hard to follow. Not hard to follow, but it's hard to get right because of Oben being random. But my point is that it takes time. Like, if you're going to develop a strategy, it just takes time. And when you get someone like Chewy who just can knock this out pretty quickly, he said it only took him like total 3 hours to come up with all of this, which is crazy to me because, I mean, to think like, oh, I need to sell this on 98, I need to sell this on 99. So it's just really crazy, and I applaud you, man. Really cool. So go in there and give him a shout out. And if you haven't yet, click the like button and click the subscribe button on this video so you can see more. Join the Discord, join the Twitch, join Instagram, join it all, guys. It's really turned into an awesome community out of nowhere. Like, I was so grateful for 100 subscribers like a month and a half, 2 months ago, and now it's up to 580 something and 32 followers on Twitch and like 30 something people in the Discord. It's so cool that everyone is so into this game like this. So really appreciate all the love and support, guys. But like I said, we're not going to use any of these abilities. Not that Molotov cocktail, not that fire barrel. We're not going to use nothing until like round 90. So there's a good chance I'll leave you here and just kind of come back to this, just so I don't talk your heads off for that long. But I'll also put a timestamp. If I do decide to stay in chat, I'll put a timestamp so you guys can just click below up until when we actually start playing the game. And on round 90, I'm going to change Gwendolyn to strong and then probably use some fire barrels so we can knock out those DDTs. And DDTs are going to be our hardest part, but nothing too crazy. It's just going to be leaving it on strong, things like that. And if all else fails and we feel like we're going to lose some lives, we're going to hit this little home screen button here and jump to home because it isn't Chimps. So it's not going to affect our black border status or anything if we cannot do it. It's not a big deal. And also another, not announcement, but like, so, you know, I do a video every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So what I'm going to do this week, it's going to be kind of logs week. And not that I'm obsessed with the logs map or I even think it's the best or even the worst or whatever, but this is the only one that I can find to beat, or I've even seen anybody beat. I think someone beat it on Cubism. I want to say it's like ISAB beat Cubism on 100 Deflation, but you just don't have enough time for all the Bloons to come around. So that's why this is a solid map for it, because it's just so much time to come around this entire map. So you have time to split them up, break them, all that kind of stuff. But anyways, so that's what we're doing 100 Deflation on logs, obviously. And then if earlier in this week, you probably saw half cash and you probably saw the other 2 tower chimps achievement on logs. And I'm kind of going backwards. It's a little out of place because I saved this video for Friday because I love this whole thing is just crazy. So I just really wanted this to be my biggest video for this week. I like to put Friday's video better than the other videos in terms of difficulty or funness or whatever it may be, just because Friday's Friday, right? Everyone loves Friday. And so you probably already saw half cash. That was probably Monday, and then Wednesday was 2 tier chimps or 2 tower chimps, all of which on logs. So it's logs week and it's the end of logs week. So I'll start taking requests again. I know I have some backed up, but I just wanted to knock these. 100 Deflation has been on a monkey on my shoulder. Haha, get it, monkey. But thanks to Chewy on the Discord, it is now beaten. Well, not yet, I guess, right? I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. But I really do appreciate it, man. Like, this is so cool. And he doesn't, I mean, he should be posting these videos. I told him today, I said, you should be making the YouTube videos and I should be watching you because you are way better at this game than me. But some people don't like it. Some people don't want to make YouTube videos. So I guess that's me. And I really appreciate you guys letting me use your strategies through it. So if you guys have really, really cool strategies that you want to show that you don't necessarily want to make a video on, but you want the world to see, shoot it over. I'll play it out for you guys and give you guys a big shout out, and then everyone get to see your guys' skill. Because until recently, everyone on Twitch was telling me that there's like these gods of Bloons, like Josh and other people. I didn't even know. I knew of ISAB and I knew of Super John Bombo. And that was it, because those are the only ones I'd even seen before. Super John Bombo taught me how to play BTD battles and literally made me any decently at that game. And if you watch my really old videos that nobody watches, somewhat good stuff on there because of Super John Bombo anyways. But long story short, I didn't even know there's this whole subculture of Bloons players on Reddit and the Discord of Ninja Kiwi and stuff, and there's all these pro players, but none of them make videos. So yeah, guys. So if you guys have a really awesome strategy that you want the world to see, but you don't necessarily post videos, let me know. That was the point of that entire monologue of craziness. But let's just keep on trucking. So we're at 54. We're going to get to 60, and it's going to tell us to free play or home. Please click free play. I mean, you can click home, and then it's not going to ruin your game, but we want to keep going. That's the whole point of this. We don't just want to beat it. We want to destroy it and go to level 100. And thanks to Discord, we're going to be able to do that. So that's all there is to it, guys. So what's going to happen right now is I have talked. So I would like to step away for a minute, and I will come back at around 80. I'll be watching it the whole time. I'm just not going to have you guys sit and watch me stare at a screen, and I don't have that much commentary left since we're not actually playing. I don't get to give you some updates. So like I said, I will only jump in if I have to hit one of these abilities, but I don't think I will till after 80. So I'll be back in to you guys 2 seconds. So see you in a second. This is level 80, so we're going to have our first COMG. I'm not sure if we're going to need to use any of these abilities, but it doesn't hurt. Don't want to have any mistakes, right? Or any crazy stuff. So I'm going to throw that one down. Just let him Molotov it up. Help it burn a little bit. And so I left you around 50. So 30 levels. Nothing's changed. If you guys sat and watched it yourself, I got up and walked around the house. Had a good time. But if you watched it, you probably saw how 63 was awesome and 78 was awesome. Those are usually just cluster rounds. And with these little whirlwinds, it just went crazy. It was so cool. So exciting stuff. Crazy. I walked around the house. I went to the bathroom, and then my dog, I let him outside. So my other dog this morning, if you're in the stream, he threw up all over the couch, or the bed, I mean. So we woke up, and I'm about to turn on the thing. I was supposed to be on the game around 7:30. I'm turning on all my lights, turning on the cameras. My wife goes, "Oh, the dog threw up." I go, and he threw up all over the bed. I'm like, "What are you doing, dude? Just crazy dog, right?" Threw up a couple more times today. So now we have to monitor his throwing up because he's going to end up having to go to the vet, and we have to pay some more money for him because he likes to do that a lot. I love the guy, but he always eats things he shouldn't, and he throws up. The other dog runs outside, and guess what he does? He finds an injured pigeon because one of my neighbors, which I have 5 around me, so I can't pinpoint who it is, shot the pigeon with the BB gun. And, you know, kids will be kids, do your thing, whatever. But the problem is now this bird is injured and he's pooping all over the backyard. My dog's eating the poop, and he scared it behind the shed, and I can't get to the bird. So the bird comes out when he feels like it, poops everywhere, and goes back behind his shed. And he just sits there because he's injured and he can't really fly, and I can't do anything about it. And so this is every time the dog goes home, sprints over there and goes to say hi to his bird friend. And it's just getting crazy, so we're going to have to find something to do with this bird because it's a big mess. Not that you guys care about any of that stuff, but all that happened in, 20 minutes, 15 minutes of sitting there waiting around. Crazy stuff. So anyways, we're on 83. We haven't had to use any more abilities, thank God, because I wasn't even paying attention to the game. And what's going to happen next? I forget. But I think it's really cool how this works. I mean, if you think about it, yes, it is on easy, so I believe it's easier to get to around 100 than on hard, probably. Makes sense. But what's crazy is the fact that, like, I'm going to use the fire just because I can. What's crazy is that how good it works. Like, for $20,200, we make it all the way from, what is that, 30 something to 100. That is crazy. But unfortunately, what's really bad about this, it's not bad about the strategy, but it's just the most difficult part is going to be around 100. I've made everything work. Everything else works for me. I got it to work just fine. We might have to hit the home screen around like 98 if something happens that I don't want to, but for the most part, everything works pretty clean. Around 100 though is really difficult because all you have left, you're going to have a Gwendolyn and you're going to have a first strike capability. And so, as you know, you cannot pop the DDTs with the Gwendolyn without, you know, without camo detection because they're camo. And so now all we have is the other guy and he can't pop it. So long story short, you can't pop the DDT. You have to destroy it with the first strike capability. Well, all you have is the first, or the one below first strike. So ballistic missile, just keep shooting and you have your Gwendolyn. It's not enough to take it down really. So you have to first strike it. We'll get there and I'll show you all this, but it's just bad because the second one, he gets around to this last corner. Where am I at here? Gets around this last corner with his tail popping. And that's when you have to kind of hope that it works out. Then you have to wait for his nose to hit right here just to be sure. Unless you have a way of telling exactly when, and it used to be back when his tail opened, but since they patched it and added more damage to him, it's now more than his tail being popped open at the end. So you kind of just have to wait and hope that when you do it, it gets his nose right here and we're going to time it, because the reason why it's the worst and not like, well, I'm not the biggest fan is because what's going to happen is, no, I love the strategy. I'm not saying that. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying about this particular part. Maybe I'm doing it wrong because he didn't show me this part. I'm kind of just doing it. I'm figuring this how it works. If you mess up and you don't get the timing right, let's say you pop one balloon open, you don't have time to home restart because you're putting his nose to the end. So if it pops open, boom, you're done. If you accidentally let him slip through and it's not enough damage and you don't click it fast or you click it too early, boom, you're done. You don't have time to home restart. So that's what I meant by that. It's just really difficult. You have one shot or done, and there's no continues with this because I think it's because it's free play. There's no continues. You just have to hope that you do it. And so with all that aside, let's just keep on keeping on, guys. Round 90 is coming up, and on round 90, I am going to switch her to strong just to pop those DDTs. And pretty much when any DDTs come out, you're going to want to be on strong because they're going to be our biggest issue. And she is our bloom popper. I mean, she is the powerhouse. She has 270,000 pops. He has 22,000. Our little dart monkey has 6,600. This alchemist has 300,000 as well. See, that thing is really strong. I didn't know he was beating her even. Wow, I did not expect that. And he has 67. He has 41. So I knew he was strong, but I didn't know he's that strong. So that unstable concoction is the purple goo you see on top of these things, and I need to switch her to strong. That could have been a problem. Let's burn them just in case. That goo is what's popping these things, and so every time you bust open a Moab after you have the goo on it, it blows up into a bomb, and so you get more and more and more pops. And it's really cool because like when you have these fat stacks of BFBs, Moabs, whatever, and they all have the goo on them, they'll all blow up together and just turn into one crazy thingy. It's pretty cool. See, look at that. They all just disappeared in one blow. It was really cool to have that unstable concoction. It's a nice tower. So now we are on first again. I think for the rest of this, it'll just be kind of simple. We might have to use our fires and our Molotovs. But what we're going to do too is on 95 is going to be a little tough because we're going to have to time everything just right as far as using this little orange thingy, because we have to wait till everything's on the screen, all the DDTs, and then we blow the little fire barrel and hope that he pops everything. So you'll see that coming too. I'm just trying to give you guys a little heads up so you know which rounds to look out for. 95 will be one of those. You're safe to use your Molotov cocktails pretty much as you want because look how fast they regen. And as I say that, he beats it too quick and the round's over, but what are you gonna do? So we can use our fire barrel this one last time. but don't use it anymore. Don't use it for 94, I want to say, just because we might need it for 95. So I am back on first. So I saw DDT, so I turned it to strong. You may not have to. You might be able to powerhouse through it on first, but I like to do that just to be safe. And she is finally max level, so we are going to be doing some awesome damage. I lied. I am going to use a fire barrel now. I could have waited a little bit, but I want to take some of these big guys out because I also wanted it to regen by 95. So that's why I kind of just hit that now, so it'll have time. Okay, now 95 is coming. We're going to put this on strong for 95, okay? Oof. My voice starting to tremble. This is getting scary, guys. And we need this fire barrel to come back. And what we're going to do is we're going to wait for most, if not all of these. I think this is the one with DDTs, right? I could be wrong. But if there's a bunch of DDTs, we're going to wait for them. And then we're going to put the fire barrel out. And am I wrong? Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to wait until like the very last one, if not most of them are gone. And then we're going to fire barrel. Otherwise, you won't have enough to kill them all. So come on, come on, come on, and fire barrel. Not all of them popped out, but geez, how long is it going to take, you know? Now we need to find our Gwendolyn and put her back to, I can't even see where I'm at over here. Where's my mouse? There we go. Now put her back on first about now. Put her back on strong. Jump the gun on that one a little bit, but it'll be fine. So you just kind of leave her on strong whenever there's DDTs. Make sure all the DDTs are gone, and then you can put her back to first to kind of clean it up. But the strong is very effective on just cleaning everything up, making it better. We're going to do it for 96 as well. We're going to leave her on strong right now, so she only takes down the BFBs. Let the other guys kind of do their thing and attack them, but we're going to just take down these BFBs first. And then right about now, no, wait till the last ZOMG's on screen. I'm going to fire barrel this thing up. Actually, I'm not going to fire barrel. I lied. Don't fire barrel. We're going to save that one. We don't need it. I think we'll be just fine because once one of these things pop, they're all going to pop since that unstable concoction. Yeah, so that was pretty simple. Put her back on first. Or kind of be wary though, because I'm not exactly sure if the DTs are coming out in 97. Oh no, okay, so 97 is just the two ZOMGs, so this is not going to be an issue at all. I want a fire barrel, but we need fire barrel for 98, so I kind of don't want to waste it. So just use your Molotovs. We should be fine. Once the unstable concoction blows one of them up, I think they both should fall and we'll be just fine. If not, I messed up and I'm sorry, and you just want to use the fire barrel at the very beginning, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we're just fine. Okay, so 98 is the hardest one, and we might have to home start this one. So what's going to happen is things are going to start getting weird. So just kind of make your best judgment, follow what I do. You're only going to have to switch between first and strong. Just the order gets a little weird, but like as of now, I mean, obviously leave it on first. Doesn't really matter. Nothing's out yet. And so now, once all these start getting past us though, we want to start taking out these ZOMGs and stop worrying about the Moabs. So everything seems to be on screen for the most part. Let's fire barrel so we can get rid of these ZOMGs. And once those ZOMGs pop, now we can jump it back on first. Clean us up a little bit. So, I mean, pretty simple, right? It wasn't too crazy. Now, let her take these down on first and put it back on strong. We want to pop all these BFBs. The druids are taking care of everything, sending it back through. And that was really not that bad. So now what we're going to do is we're going to sell him, and sell him. We're going to buy a glue gunner, put it right here. We're going to go 1, 1, 2, 3, put it on strong. Okay. Now put her back on strong. Oh, she is on strong. She's cool. She's chilling. And then fire barrel right when you get it. Fire barrel. We should pop this. If not, we have to home screen it, redo it. I've just put down the glue gunner a little too slow, but it happens. So now we're going to leave her on strong, pop the last one, put it back to first, and we're going to hope we get all these things. Okay, put down another Molotov. Okay, put it back on first to clean up the stuff that's coming through. And there you have it. Not bad at all. Okay. So now you're going to sell everything. right? Let him pop this actually. Don't screw that up. Okay, sell everything. So backspace, 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 backspace. Get a first strike capability guy right here. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let him regen. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna flame as many times as you can. Don't use any Molotovs though. The reason being is that it would help with the damage, but I don't know the exact recipe and when to do it. So click your first strike, okay? My voice is trembling. I am scared. This is very scary. But we made it through the rest of it, so if we have to home screen it, I mean, worst comes to worst. But what we're gonna do here is we're gonna use the fire barrel every time it comes through. Every time. This, I think it'll be like 5 or 6 times. And then what we're gonna do is he's gonna pop his tail around here or around here. If it's anything after, I'm gonna probably restart, because what happens is, like I said, you wait for his nose to touch this and then you first strike again for the win. So if he pops his tail a little too soon or a little too early, I'm not gonna take any chances because we're not doing this again. So we're just gonna make sure it works out to my favor. The reason why it may not is because the first time I did it, I didn't have the, I went to home and not restarted, but I went to home and then started it back up. So I was pretty much paused. I did this all real time, sold them all real time. So most likely it's going to affect when it pops his tail, I would assume, because I placed it down a little slower than I did when I had the whole game to take my time. Hopefully all that makes sense. But what we're going to do is just hope for the best here, because all we have is these two guys. And I mean, this ballistics missile is terrible. I mean, it's not the best thing. So, but you can see his tail's still intact. So we're fine as long as it pops where I need it to. I'm still a little scared. But my voice is still trembling. My leg is tapping like a crazy person. But we don't want it too soon. We don't want it too late. I think we should be okay though. I wanted one more fire barrel, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Needs to pop like right now. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna just wait. And it's really scary. This is the scariest part. So we're kind of just waiting. And what we're going to do is like hit this right when his nose touches. But what could happen is it could pop. I'm not 100% sure, so I'm a little scared. But I mean, this is it, guys, right now. Okay, we did it. Woo! That really scared me. So that was a clean sweep. I did not expect that, because the first 2 times I had to home restart a couple times. So this was really exciting to me. We got an Instant Monkey Alchemist. Sure enough, he's awesome, and he just helped us beat this entire thing. Oh, now that my heart's pounding like crazy. But I really appreciate you guys watching this, and thank you to Chewy, man. You are amazing, and this strategy is perfect and super clean. Like, really was not that difficult. When you were typing it all up in Discord, you made it sound like it was hard, but dude, we just hit strong and then put it back to first, and that ended 98. That was awesome. So I really appreciate all the support. You guys, please give a shout out to Chewy if you have the time, because this is all him, like I said. But please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Join us on the Discord. It's an awesome community that's been built up. And oh my gosh, it just keeps growing. The subscribers every day is growing. The Twitch followers are growing, and it's so cool. And it's all so amazing. I didn't expect any of this. So thank you guys. And I hope this video helped you. And I will see you guys next time.